Hey y'all, it's me Tony and I am back with a new video. I've got some tea for you guys, so get ready. Get ready to sip it, honey. But anywho, Cynthia Bailey and Kenya Moore are definitely on the outs, guys. I know I posted in my last video a whole timeline of events that have happened between them all the way from season 5. Y'all check out that video. But things are getting worse. Okay, Cynthia definitely recently admit that they have not spoke since the whole Brit Edie situation where Kenya exposed photos of Brit Edie in explicit form. But to make it worse, Kenya Moore is clapping back at Cynthia Bailey. And this is the first time that we have ever seen them have like a public thing where they speak about each other off of the show. So y'all sit back and get ready to watch, okay? And make sure y'all like this video and subscribe to help our channel keep growing and I can give y'all more tea. But anywho, Kenya Moore is clapping back at Cynthia Bailey. Remember, she went on her whole press run. She's been doing interviews and she was basically being asked about how she felt about Kenya Moore and everything like that. And Cynthia is just confirming like, it was wrong what Kenya did. I didn't agree with it. I expect more out of my friends. And I guess Kenya had heard wind about it and she was not feeling it because she decided to repost an old video of Nene Leakes on Watch What Happens Live. Do you guys remember when Cynthia and Nene were no longer friends and Nene was dogging Cynthia out on Watch What Happened Lives? Well, Kenya decided to retweet it, meaning she agrees with what Nene was saying at the time. Check it out, guys.
And they do something wrong or something you don't like. I don't think you align yourself with the enemy. I think that you stick with your friend and you say, look, we were friends. I liked you. You did this and I did not like that. But at the end of the day, you're not going to lie.
And that was just Nene Leakes saying on Watch What Happens Live years ago that Cynthia was being a poor friend because if I have an issue with an enemy, i.e. Kenya at the time, you shouldn't be befriending the enemy just because of the way me and the enemy had an argument or disagreement and a fallout. But it's ironic that Kenya decided to repost this because this was literally about her and Kenya, you know? So it's just funny, like, okay, I guess the tables have turned. And if you all remember, people were saying that Nene was such a mean girl and a bully for speaking down on Cynthia and that she was just jealous. Even Kenya was a part. Kenya was saying that Nene was wrong, this and that. But now Kenya is literally retweeting Nene's words, okay? Because it's relevant to her now. Me personally, I don't know if Cynthia's a bad friend or not. I feel like two things can be true at one time. I think that Cynthia has flip-flopped a few times on the show with both ladies, Kenya and Nene. But I also feel that there's been times where Nene and Kenya have been wrong too. And I wonder what Nene Leakes is thinking right now because I feel that a lot of things that Nene said in the past have definitely became relevant again due to certain topics. Like, remember, people were reposting when Nene was saying that Portia's a bad friend. That's become relevant again. But I can say the same thing for Kenya. Kenya used to say things about Portia as well. And a lot of things that Kenya used to say were indeed true. So we don't know who's right or wrong, but honestly, I really hope these ladies do mend their issues. I think it's definitely possible. They all fall out, but they end up just, you know, somehow making it back together. But I don't know, guys. This is the first time that we've really seen these friendships uncracking off camera, okay? Normally when Cynthia and Kenya fall out, their issues are only seen during filming. But this is the first time we've seen Cynthia doing interviews and really expressing herself on how she felt about Kenya. And Kenya now reposting and retweeting. It's getting worse. And we can say the same thing about Shamia and Portia. Because guys, this is the first time, if you think about it, we've seen them have issues outside of filming, okay? That lets you know that Bravo and production did their big one. And I'm not saying I'm happy to see friendships unravel because I'm not. But we have to be honest and say they put together a good cast because this is real issues. Just like in the past in earlier Real Housewives of Atlanta days, those were real friendships that were actually having issues. And that's what made the TV so good, you know? But you guys let me know what y'all think in the comments. I posted some screenshots of what people were saying, and if they felt that Kenya or Cynthia were right or wrong. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like this video, subscribe, and share so we all can talk about it. And if you comment, I will comment back. Bye.